Okay, in the figure above, a hot air balloon is rising straight up from the ground, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Here's our triangle. Oh, my smart board's going out. I don't know what's going to happen when it goes out. This is theta, this is 300, this is y, right? Okay, what else do I know? I know theta is pi over 6, yes?
Y prime is 80.
Y prime is 80. What do I want to find?
Theta prime.
Theta prime.
Theta prime. All right, so I'm going to have to use a trig function.
Yes.
I say tan. What do you say?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Good. Now, is theta changing?
Yes.
Is y changing?
Yes.
Is 300 changing?
No. No.
So theta and y get letters, 300 gets a number. That's how we make that
And that's
determination.
before you take the derivative?
Yes.
Okay.
So tangent of theta is equal to y over 300. Agreed?
Yes. Yes.
Now take the derivative of this. What's the derivative of tangent?
Oh, I did that.
You did that. Secant squared theta, theta prime equals y prime over 300.
And it makes you feel good.
Plug in what you know and get an answer. What is,
I just solved for y. That's exactly what I did, but I didn't get the answer.
okay, what you're going to have trouble getting is secant squared, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, when I have theta to be pi over 6, isn't, if this is pi over 6, isn't, don't I know what sides are? What do I know?
The one approximate one. Well,
Right at 3.
This is 1,
two, right?
2, and
Okay.
radical 3, right? So what is secant? And I know that it's 300, but when I plug in all those numbers, it's still going to reduce to this. So this is 2 over radical 3 squared, theta prime equals 80 over 300. Right?
Oh, this is no calculator. I calculated it.
What?
So, can we use your calculator on this? Or no?
Yeah, because it gives it to you in decimal, so yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't know because you did the 2 over radical 3 thing.
Well, that's easiest for me.
Okay. Well, if we don't put that on the test, then we wouldn't have shown like all of our.
It's a multiple choice. There's no work to show.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to solve for y,
Pi.
just normal y. And then
You
I
don't
was
need
like,
it.
well, there is no normal x.
Yeah.
I guess 300, but then the.
That makes sense? What now?
Number 6.
4?
Number 4, I got answer, but I got decreasing, but not increasing.
I got increasing 6 points.
Figure out what's for sure.
That's what I got, but I got decreasing.
But when I thought about it, this is from this one. There's still increase.
Okay.
Because this is moving
And
faster.
what happens whenever this is right there and that's.
We have a right-angled intersection. A car is coming from the north. So car's going this way, right?
Yeah.
70 miles per hour. And this truck is traveling to the east.
Yes.
It should say it's traveling south.
Is it not going to get on the other side because it's approaching the intersection?
What?
So is it not like on the side of that since it's approaching the intersection?
Is it approaching the intersection?
Yes, it's got,
We don't know.
The one that's approaching. is
All
the
we
one
know,
that-
we know this is 70 miles per hour.
Yes.
We know this is 2 miles, don't we?
And 60 miles.
Huh?
We know it's going 60.
Do we?
yeah,
So this is 60 miles per hour. Do we know how far away, when the car is a mile and a half north, so this is 1.5,
Yeah.
and the truck is 2 miles east, what rate is this changing? Right?
Yes.
So we want to find Z prime.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a right triangle?
Yes.
Yes.
So what I'm going to use is x squared plus y squared
Yes.
equals z squared,
So
right?
we can always find normal z using Pythagorean theorem, but to find z prime, we have to always take a derivative. Do something like that. Okay.
Okay,
So we have to find Z first, right? We need Z.
we need z. So if this is 1.5, that is 2. 2.5? Right? X, Y, and Z are all changing, so they all stay letters. Agreed?
Okay.
I thought we forgot about that.
2x, x prime, plus 2y, y prime, equals 2z, z prime, right? 2, what is x? 2, 60, plus 2 times 1.5 times 70.
Do you have to say negative?
Why?
This is negative,
Okay.
because it is getting closer.
It's
Yes.
going towards the negative. That's why.
Right. And then this is 2 times 2.5 z prime?
It's getting negative because as this comes down, it's becoming smaller, right? The triangle's
Getting
becoming
smaller. Getting smaller.
See? I thought I told you to.
No, you said it was getting.
No, I'm saying it's getting closer together, but that's getting higher. I think this is called.
Number 6. This is my formula,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I want to know if R is decreasing and H is increasing, what must be true? Right?
Yes.
So I know that R prime is negative 2, right?
Yep. Height is 4.
H prime equals 4.
No, I think that's what we have, right?
H prime is 4. So can I take the derivative of that? Because I know what I want to find is when I want to find something about V prime.
Okay.
Is that a product?
Well,
Yes?
oh, okay. I'm going to transfer. I'm just transferring classes.
You are?
I hate this.
The first times the derivative of the second plus the second times the derivative of the first
Oh.
right? Is that right? I'm going to fill in what I know. All right? So I know 1/3 pi r squared times 4 plus 2/3 pi RH times -2, right? So is V prime equal to 4/3 pi R squared minus 4/3 pi RH? Is that right?
Yeah.
Can I factor something out?
4 to the power.
4/3 pi R, which leaves me R minus H. Right? Now, what I want to know is,
Oh. I just, hold on a minute, but,
what did you think?
well, this is what I was thinking. Since R is a -2, and it's if you have -2 minus 4.
R's not -2.
This 2, my bad. R is 2, and then.
How do you know R's 2?
Okay, never mind.
You
I'm
made it up.
reading my head.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What happens to V prime if R equals H? If R equals H, is this 0?
Yeah.
So I know it's not A or B. Agreed? Because it changes somewhere, it goes to 0. So you agree A and B are out.
Okay.
Now, what happens if R is bigger than H? It's a positive number, isn't it? So it's increasing. What happens if R is less than H? Does that make sense to you?
Can you explain how, you said if R equals H, then B is.
Okay, if R equals H, if this is 6 and this is 6, is this piece 0? So the whole thing is 0. Make sense? Now what?
I feel like it should be easy, but I don't understand.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 7. I knew this was going to be a lot of questions.
Wheels of Abraham.
Okay, what I want to find, what do I know?
X prime equals 4.
When y is 2, right?
Minus 2.
And I know y equals radical x. So what is the value of dy over dt when y is 2? Right? What is dy over dt?
Derivative.
Y.
Y prime.
Yeah.
Y prime. Do you all agree with that? So if y is radical x, is y prime equal to 1/2 x the negative 1/2?
Yes.
You have to put
X
X
prime is what I put at.
Yes. Because it's changing. So can you solve for y prime?
So you have to do it.
That's all you have to do on A.
So do we solve for x based on what we know y is?
Yes. 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 You find x because you knew what y was. If y is 2, x must be 4. Right?
So is
If y is 2, what did x have to be? But if y is 2, what did x have to be? 4?
Yeah.
So if I know x and y, can I find y prime? I know x and x prime, can I find y prime? That one was not that difficult.
yeah, I did that.
Okay. So now we're ready to go to B. How fast S is the distance from the particle to the origin changing. How do I find distance? Is distance equal to y minus 0 squared plus x minus 0 squared? Isn't that the distance formula you learned in like Algebra 1?
Why is it minus zero?
Yeah, wait.
Because from the origin,
Oh,
Okay.
origin 0, 0,
Mhm.
right? So, is d equal to the square root of y squared plus x squared?
isn't this Pythagorean theorem?
What?
Pythagorean theorem pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
How does it work if it's a rounded?
What is y?
Two?
No, no. Y is radical x. So is the distance equal to the square root of x plus x squared? So can I take the, what do I want to find? D prime? So D prime equals 1/2 x plus to the negative 1/2 times 1 plus 2x. And I must have an x prime because x is change. Do we know x and x prime?
Oh, they're both.
They're both 4, right? If we said y is 2.
X prime and x, yes, they're both 4. I don't want a decimal.
I can't give you anything else.
Did you start with tangent of theta equals y over x? So what's your what's y?
Radical X.
So tangent of theta is radical x over x. And guys, I don't know about you, but I changed this to this. Because then I don't have a quotient.
How did the radical get on the bottom?
Because isn't this x the 1/2 over x to the 1?
Okay.
And I subtract exponents?
Yep.
Now, on our triangle, the derivative is secant squared theta, theta prime, bless you, equals negative 1/2 x to negative 3/2 x prime, right? And wasn't our triangle that we had, this was theta, Wasn't this 2 and this 4? So wasn't this radical 20? And why do you need that? To find secant squared?
Okay.
You're looking for theta prime? Go.
Oh, hey guys, we're on number 8 right now. So I'm gonna ask my question. Hopefully you guys are paying attention. Which one of you guys put your monster in the back of my truck? The drink. It was not even drank or drunk. It wasn't even drinking all of it. It's about 75% full, and I chugged it. No, I didn't. I poured it on the ground. But just wondering.
All right, number 8. Is this what I know?
Yes.
You all agree with that? Find the rate at which the depth of water is decreasing. So what do I want to find? Y prime when the water is 18 meters deep. So when Y is 18. Everybody agree with that?
Yep.
All right. So if this is Y right here, is this piece 25 minus Y? Right? So, is capital R changing?
No.
No. So I'm going to go to my formula. And I'm going to leave Y squared here because it changes. However, R doesn't. So this is 75 minus Y.
I have a question.
What?
How do we know the top is 25 minus 1?
Well, the whole radius is 25. So if this is Y, doesn't that have to be 25 minus Y?
Can you repeat that?
Is the radius 25?
Is it completely symmetrical, everything? Is the radius the same in all of them?
It says the
No, wait, you
radius.
didn't just ask me in a circle if the radius is the same for all of them, did you?
It's sitting from a hemispherical bowl.
What is that? What is a hemisphere?
The whole point is it's
Half of a circle.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
Okay.
So,
So can I take? I'm gonna clean this up before I take the derivative. So V prime equals 25 pi Y squared.
That's not the prime part.
Yeah.
No, that's just V. Oh. Sorry. So V is 25 pi Y squared minus pi over 3Y. Right? Now can I take the derivative? V prime is 50 pi Y prime minus pi. Oh wait, should this be a cubed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Pi Y squared Y prime.
where the 3 goes in the front? You multiply by 3, don't you?
Pi over 3 times 3 is pi. Do you agree? Do I know Y and V prime? Will that allow me to find Y prime?
I almost did this, I literally did this exactly, but I wrote down that -12 was Y prime and not V prime.
And that's what did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all should be able to find Y prime. Okay, this is B. So is r squared equal to y squared negative y squared plus 50y? So is r equal to the square root of 50y minus y squared? Okay, why did I not do plus or minus?
Because we know it's positive.
R can't be negative.
Negative distance.
Okay. Now, what is C? C says, at what rate is little r changing when y is 18, correct? So can I take the derivative of this and plug in? Don't forget, y is changing, so you need a y prime. What's wrong?
I wouldn't think of this stuff as test.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh, what do I do now?
So do we have to put like 50y prime minus 2y prime, or do?
No, you have to do r prime equals 1/2 50y minus y squared to the negative 1/2 times the derivative of this, which is 50 minus 2y y prime.
One.
Well, I could have put it with each one of those.
Okay, then it would be the same.
It'd be the same. And I'm going to let you find